Hello and welcome to World War II TV, another show in our Conflict on Camera series. A slightly different format this time because Reg Jans, my guest, has created his own little video that I am merely introducing. Reg has been a friend of mine for many years. He is the premier tour guide in the Ardennes, taking people to places like the Bulge and the Northern Shoulder and all around the Ardennes. And he is also in the middle of a book about the Baston fighting as we speak. He has chosen this epic photo, which is one of those ones that when you see it, you don't forget it. And it has been reproduced several times in different books. And Reg is going to give us the proper version of the story. Over to you, Reg.
On December 19, 3 days after the Battle of the Bulge erupted, the 82nd Airborne Division under the command of General James Gavin arrives in the Ardennes. The entire division was deployed in an L-shaped line from Trois-Ponts to Zelmchâteau to Friture in order to block the German armored units on their way to the Meuse River. Now, the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment was sent directly to Cheneux to engage with the 1st SS Leibstandarte Adolf Hitler, Kampfgruppe Peiper. It is right there at Cheneux where this photo was taken. Now, the person in that photo was Private Walter Hughes from New Jersey. He was from I Company, 3rd Battalion. And Hughes said he remembered seeing that photographer in that ditch very, very well. He was in his foxhole. The Germans were occupying the town of Cheneux. They had tanks, anti-tank guns, artillery, mortars, a lot of machine gun positions, and had set up a roadblock on the edge of town where Hughes and the guys were dug in. So Walt's lieutenant yelled at him, "Hughes, gather some men and attack that roadblock." So from his trench, Hughes yelled back at him, "Well, sir, isn't that more a job for an officer?" So the lieutenant replied, "Well, darn right, Sergeant Hughes, go and get him." Walt said the two things that you see him holding in his hand was not a pistol, but were two magazines from his Thompson submachine gun. Now, a lot of discussion has been going on since the war about this photo, because the location where it was taken, it is believed it is taken where the arrow is on the map. Which makes sense because the place looks exactly the same. Thing is that from that direction, it was the 1st Battalion that attacked into Cheneux. They launched an attack on the town. Halfway down there, that 400-yard field, most of the guys ran out of ammunition. The order came in to fix bayonets and to proceed their attack into Cheneux. This was one of the 2 bloody bayonet charges that was performed during the Battle of the Bulge. Walt Hughes' 3rd Battalion attacked the town of Cheneux the next day on the 20th of December, coming from the direction of Monceau, which is the opposite direction of where supposedly this photo was taken. So, is the story completely wrong? What might have happened? Well, there are several options for it. One, it's not the exact location, and it may have been taken on the other side of Cheneux, because there's a lot of similar fences, but this location actually matches every detail. Second option, it is Walt, but that photo was taken before, maybe hours before, that attack on Cheneux with the bayonets, and that makes sense because the photo is clearly taken at daylight while the bayonet attack happened after dark. That's a possibility. And the third option is maybe Walt is not quite correct and it is not him in that photo, which I doubt because Walt was very, very, very convinced, and especially with the story that he always shared with the people, that it is him in that photo. Now, that photo was used in Life magazine and became one of the most famous photos of the Battle of the Bulge. Now, another thing, about all the wrong ideas and wrong stories about that photo. Therefore, we have to go back to 1946, like 1 year after the war. In Bastogne, to commemorate the anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge, they had a special stamp made, and they would sell it or they would hand it out and give it to the veterans and all kind of people. And here is a photo of that stamp. So what do you see? It says the Eagle of the 101st Division. It says clearly Bastogne, but who is the guy in that stamp? Correct. 82nd Airborne Division at Cheneux. There you go.
Well, that was a fantastic presentation by Reg. I remind everybody watching, if you've got a photo you'd like to come and talk about, please drop us a line, Twitter, Facebook, via our website, and you can come on and talk about a photo. Any subject, any theatre, portrait, battle shot, vehicle, tank, equipment, uniform, just give us an idea and we can make it happen. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page. If you'd like to consider becoming a patron, it will help us make more of these shows. And of course, share what we're doing with your friends on social media. This is Paul Woodadge for World War II TV. On behalf of myself and Reg, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all again very soon.